So today we have a 2v2 plus 4 plus a goalkeeper. Okay, so I've got my 2v2 in the middle. I've got 4 blues on the wall, or as bounce players in the attacking area. So blues are playing this direction, and I've got 4 reds in the attacking area for the reds. Again, reds are playing up the pitch. Okay, again, from a visual point of view, I've just extended it a small bit so we get the idea. 1 football in the middle ready to play, and I've got a coach here at the side with an extra 4 footballs. Okay, again, depending on the amount of footballs you have, coach stands at the side here with all the footballs at the start. Okay, the other option you can do here, and we'll extend it and we do the variation of it, that the footballs are in the back with the goalkeepers. Okay, so the goalkeepers then restart the play. In terms of the distance, if I'm doing this now on a pitch, I'm going to have 10. So it's going to be 10 from 10 to each cone. And again, it's going to be 10 there. And the distance, do it here, between the post and the next cone is 10 as well, roughly. Okay, so just so we have an idea. So every distance, 10 away from the keeper, 10 away from the goal, I should say. 10 up the pitch, 10 up. So you've roughly got a 20 by 30, depending on the size of the goal that you're using, if you want to say. Okay, so again, all we're doing, we've got your 2v2 inside, but you have to get a bounce pass, and a first time finish. Okay, so you have to get a bounce pass and a first time finish to score. So the reds, 2 players on the ball, and you've got your keeper as well. So you've 3 in the middle to use, and they've got 4 on the outside. So this red team can get a bounce pass off 1, 2, 3, or 4. And every time they do that bounce pass, so let's say it's pass, 1 touch on the outside. Okay, so 1 touch on the wall. Okay, so 1 touch from my wall players, back in, and again it has to be that first time finish towards the goal. If we pass it wide to the wall players and the wall players takes the touch, that's fine. We still keep possession, but we cannot score off it. So we might have to go again. We might decide to bounce it off this player instead. Okay, can we get that little bit of movement there? First time bounce, and we've got our finish. Okay, now every time then there's a goal scored with one of your wall players, you now switch. So this player scored off a pass here, we've got a rotation, we've got a different 2 in. Okay, again, if there's a goal scored, we can just start from that keeper, no problem, play out we go. Okay, now the blues, again, 1 option, 2 option, 3 options, and 4 options to try to get that bounce pass. It could be bang, out wide, players making the run at the same time that pass is bounced across, and we're looking for that finish. Okay, let's say this player then ends up shooting it wide and we can't retrieve that ball. That's where your coach comes into play. Coach has another football and feeds the team straight away that should be in possession now. Can we get that quick counter now? So now potentially we've got a 2v1. Can we get that quick wall pass while you've got a recovery run on here as well? Okay, so very simple. Okay, your progression then of this. Okay, so now you can go into a 4v4 plus 2 plus your goalkeeper. Okay, so now I take my 2 players. If I go my blues back again and my reds back in here. Okay, my 2 players from the outside players off, we'll say. Okay, do it this way. Okay, and these 2 players come in here. So now I just got these bounce players at the side of the goal here. Bounce players at the side of the goal here. Rules stay the exact same. The only difference with this now, because you want to increase the tempo on one of these, is now I've got 2 footballs at the back of this goal. 2 footballs, and when I say at the back of the goal, they're actually in the net. Obviously from a visual point of view it's hard to show that here, but now the footballs are in the net. So coach now is still on the sideline but doesn't need to be involved in the session. So now what happens is every time the reds score, the red keeper will start the play. So you get rewarded now from scoring a good goal. Okay, if the reds deflected off the blues, again red keeper started. So if it should be a red throw, red corner, red goal scored, the red keeper will start it. Again, if it's a blue throw, blue corner, anything possession wise related to the blue, the keepers now start the play. Okay, so in that progression, keeper start. Okay, and make sure Simple as it may sound, keep the score. Okay, so as a coach, keep that score and drive the intensity high there. Again, we got the same scenario as the last time. If this happens and it's a first time bounce, again, 1 touch on the wall, first time bounce here. If there's a goal scored, again, we have these players rotate. Okay, so it's the exact same rules that you would have had in your 2v2 plus 4 in terms of your bounce pass, first time finish, and your 1 touch on your wall players as well. Okay, again, we're going to have certain players that will end up taking that second touch. That is okay, but we want to just try get as much as possible 1 touch. If they do take that touch, that's okay. They just can't score off it. So make sure that we're not pushing that or forcing the players to be under pressure about making that mistake. Mistakes are good. We can learn from them. Next time they get it, okay, now can we do it first time? Have we got an opportunity now to score? Enjoy.